Hey guys, today we're doing a review of Fantastic Four First Steps and Superman.
So first we're going to start with Superman. We're going to go down the line and give our ratings. I'm going to start. I say it's an 8.5.
I'll say 8.5 too.
I would give it a 9.
I'll give it a 9 as well.
And just a quick spoiler warning for what's coming up next.
Alright guys, let's talk about some of our least and most favorite parts about Superman. I want to go first because I just want to say the acting was great. James Gunn picked great actors like David Cornsweet and Rachel Brosnahan. They had great chemistry, and they really made you feel like they were the characters that they were supposed to be. David Cornsweet brought a real, he made me think of Superman as Superman again, as like the Boy Scout, hope, and all that stuff, and it just really brought a smile to my face. I was really excited to see that adaptation brought back onto the big screen.
Totally. I agree. Literally. Really. And that James Gunn's new version of Superman is a lot better than a lot of the other adaptations in the past.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I think it's really good. I really like the movie. It's action packed. It's fun. It's fast paced, and I think David Cornsweet is gonna be an amazing Superman in the future, and I'm really excited for the future of this new DC universe.
I also really think that James Gunn did a really good job of setting up an already pre-existing universe instead of doing an origin story. I think that was a really smart decision, especially since he did a great job of setting up characters, setting up history, and the prologue, the thing in the beginning where it was all the text explaining how Superman and began, where he was from, when how old he is, how many years he's been Superman. I think it just really showed. I think it was a really smart decision.
Do you have something to say, Landon?
Yeah, bro. Do you have something to say?
I think it was a really smart decision to do that, since it made it feel like he was a pre-existing character.
All right, Landon. So, what do you think about Superman?
Yeah, because you clearly have something to say.
No, I have nothing to say.
Okay, well, Landon doesn't have anything to say because he's lost for words, right?
I'm
It's a
so
really
lost
good movie.
for words. The movie was amazing. It was
Nicholas
such a
Hoult
great
was a
movie.
great Lex Luthor.
Yeah, Nicholas
Probably
Hoult,
one of my favorites. I think
Yeah.
Landon wants to say something
I
about
actually
Nicholas
do.
Hoult.
He really
Are you crying? we're keeping this
So
Yeah,
he
bro.
really I liked how he embodied how much hate that Lex Luthor has for Superman, and I thought he did a really good job portraying that. Overall, Nick Hoult is a goated actor. He's the best.
Yeah,
Better than some other Lex Luthors. Definitely the best Lex Luthor
Yeah.
in live action.
Yeah.
I heard Smallville's a really good Lex
Oh
Luthor.
yeah, that's
I haven't
Best
watched that.
movie.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
best movie Lex Luthor.
definitely.
I think James Gunn, when he was making it, I heard that he was using inspiration from real life millionaires and celebrities and people like that, and I think that really showed in the film because he definitely had those aneurysms,
Attributes.
No. No.
attributes of rich people.
You meant
Yeah.
mannerisms.
Mannerisms,
Mhm.
not aneurysms or whatever. Not that.
I also really liked how David Cornsweet played both Superman and Clark Kent, and kind of the guy in the middle when he's just at home with this is kind of spoilers. Well, I think we've already what?
No. It's
Yo!
fine. It's fine.
So we've already said that there's gonna be spoilers, but there's a part where he goes back to Pa and Ma Kent's house, his house in Kansas, and we kind of just see who he is when he's not being Superman and Clark Kent. We just see who he is when he's at his most vulnerable point. And I think David Cornsweet is just a really great actor. I think they picked the best person for the job.
I have something to add. It's not really about David Cornsweet, but it's about that scene kind of. The way that James Gunn wrote this script, I liked how he didn't put too much of his like style into it. Like you can tell it's there and it influenced it a lot, but he doesn't try to make it too comedic. Like that's kind of what I was expecting, and I was scared for that. But he didn't do that too much, and he made it feel like a real Superman comic, and it wasn't like a comedy like a lot of his other movies.
Yeah. I also have to go off of what Matthew said about Clark Kent and Superman. This is one of my not very good aspects of the movie. I do have to say I feel like there was not as much Clark Kent as I would like to say.
Yeah.
There was a lot of Superman, but there was not a lot of like Clark Kent. He was only in like the first part of the film, and that was kind of it. You did see him at Mom Pa Kent, but then again, there was no one around, so he wasn't just being Clark Kent. He was kind of just being himself, which is Superman. So I'd say there wasn't a lot of Clark Kent, which I was a little, because you only got to see him for that small amount of time, so I was a little sad to only see just that. But I feel like there's definitely gonna be more of him in the future, so excited where he goes with that. Landon, you haven't talked to him. Why don't you say something?
He's lost for words. He's speechless.
Yeah, but I also liked the whole Justice Gang thing. I thought it was really cool. I thought Nathan Fillion did a good job as Sky Gardner. That was pretty. Yeah, I thought Nathan Fillion was great.
Over the model.
I think he really like embodied the role, and he did a really good job with acting like how Guy Gardner should act.
Yeah.
Also, I thought Mr. Terrific was amazing.
He was one of
Stole
the
the
best
show.
parts,
One of the
one of
best,
the
yeah.
best parts.
Yeah.
His dance sequence, or well, not dance,
That's
but
pretty
like his
cool.
battle sequence
Yeah.
with the song, great song choice. James Gunn has really good like songs for his.
Yeah, that
movies.
whole movie had a great like choice for songs, and
Yeah.
it was awesome.
I feel like Hawker was a little underutilized. Though.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
as an
Yeah, she
was
wasn't
okay.
in it as much.
Metamorpho.
Metamorpho was
good.
great.
That was-
Baby Joey.
Baby Joe was the best part.
Stole
Yeah.
the show, absolute.
Yeah.
Metamorpho's
Stole the
practical look was crazy. I was
Yeah,
surprised at how
looking
good
very
that looked.
good.
I really appreciate how there's a lot of practical use in the like. I've seen the behind the scenes and the flying scenes. He's not in front of a green screen. It's actually like a
LED, like isn't that
yeah, it's like a
the
screen, and it's
Mandalorian?
It's
yeah,
like a
I
screen
think
and
it's
he's
the
like
volume.
mounted and then he's like moving around
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, it's sick.
Also, I feel like this is like the perfect setup for a cinematic universe. Like, I know it's not the first thing. Like that was Creature Commandos. It felt more like a DCEU story than anything else, because it was pretty much a continuation of that. But this is like the perfect new Superman story, where it's gonna set up this universe, and I think it is gonna be great. The whole universe, because you can tell how much love is gonna be put into it, and how everyone that made this movie obviously loves the comics, and
Yeah.
obviously wants to be super accurate.
Okay, now I have a question for all you guys.
Yeah.
We all obviously know about Ultraman, who was a clone made by Lex Luthor of Superman. Now I have a question. Where do you think that it's gonna go? Especially since he could still be alive. He could have been sent to Bizarro World, become Bizarro. He could have become Ultraman in Earth 3. I'm kind of curious to see what you guys think about that.
Sorry, I think it's gonna be Bizarro.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I feel like Bizarro is
It
the
just
best way to
sets it
go.
up perfectly. Okay, so now we're gonna do our rating of Fantastic Four. I'll start. I'd say probably an 8 or an 8.5 between there.
I'm gonna say what I said for Superman, like the same thing, 8.5.
Yeah, I would say either an 8.5 or a 9.
9 out of 10. It was great, guys.
Yeah.
And also, spoiler warning. Again,
Spoiler warning.
Again.
So, about Fantastic Four, what do you guys have to say about it?
I have to say, first of all, I was somewhat worried about the cast because I was like, I thought Vanessa Kirby and the Thing were great castings, but I was a little worried about.
his name isn't the Thing.
I know. Okay,
It's Eben Ross Baccarat.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna call them by their characters because I'm gonna
Okay.
forget all their names. I was a little worried about Human Torch and Mr. Fantastic, but after watching the movie, I have to say they did great jobs. They really portrayed their characters great, and
Mhm.
I was really pleasantly surprised by their performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what's Human Torch? It's
Joseph
Joseph Quinn.
Quinn,
Joseph
yeah.
Quinn.
From
Yeah,
Gladiator.
I thought Joseph Quinn, he really surprised me with Human Torch.
Yeah.
I thought that it wasn't gonna go how it went, but he did a really good performance as him, and I really
enjoyed seeing him as Human Torch.
Yeah, I think all the castings were great, and I
Yeah.
think the most important part of a Fantastic Four movie is the chemistry between the four of them,
Yeah,
and that's definitely in this movie.
definitely. This movie, I feel like you can definitely like see them as a family. You can feel how close and connected they are, like all four of them, especially like with like the bits that we get. That's like the Sunday dinner thing. I think that's a good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I also gotta say that I love how they made Johnny Storm or Joseph Quinn actually like somewhat of scientist, because he kind of is. He's not like super
Yeah.
dumb in the comics. He's actually kind of smart, and I like how in this it's one of the first like live action adaptations that he's actually kind of smart. He has like a fascination over like space, and he wants to solve the mystery of like the Silver Surfer, Shia LaBeouf. And even though he knows Reed is very busy with trying to save the world and stuff from Galactus, so I just gotta say I really appreciated that.
Joseph Quinn was probably my favorite part about the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think he's
definitely.
my favorite casting, and Johnny Storm is my favorite.
definitely surprising from him.
I mean,
I have to say my favorite casting is
I-
probably Galactus. Galactus was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great portrayal. I
Yeah.
think.
yeah,
He had a
better
lot
than
of presence on screen.
the original Galactus. That is an
Yeah.
isn't an actual Galactus.
The cloud.
The cloud?
wasn't it?
Yes.
Cloud.
Yeah, I hate that cloud.
Yeah.
I really hate that cloud.
What else?
I think.
Oh, wait. Can I say
No,
something?
yeah.
So visuals are great, and
Yeah.
I thought that everything in space was awesome. Super
Oh,
awesome.
that
That's like-
space sequence!
That was-
oh my
that was
god.
awesome. The whole thing with the black hole and stuff.
That's one of the best
That's
MCU
one of my favorite
sequences
sequences in a movie. That's
super-
a great
best
super
sequence.
MCU
cool.
sequence since Statue of Liberty and No Way Home, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
easily. Probably
Super-
one of
probably
the best
even better
MCU
than that.
sequence.
Yeah.
I'd have to say.
And
It's
one
great.
one thing that I really appreciate about this movie, they did kind of the same thing with Superman, but I think it's more apparent in this movie is that like they didn't rely on jokes to like undercut like really like emotional intense moments. Like
Yeah.
the whole scene, where Sue is giving birth to Franklin. That
Yeah.
whole scene is just like it's like you
Just
can
serious.
feel the tension. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Johnny Storm's being like a little bit quippy, but it's not like
That's
Yeah.
his character.
yeah, it's his
Yeah.
character. It's not like Reed is like quippy.
Yeah,
or anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and her using her powers while in between like contractions while she's pregnant. That's super cool.
I have to say,
That's not funny.
no,
That's
them
not
using their powers for
That's
everyday
not
life.
funny.
You're
That's
right.
a cool thing.
They're using the powers for like everyday
That's
life
not
things
funny.
and like
That's
just as like
cool.
people would
cool.
use powers
One
was
laugh.
great. I have to say their powers like
Yeah,
visually look great. I have to say them using them looked very good, and it was by the way very beautiful film. I have to say one of the best
Yeah.
looking MCU films in a while.
I really like the setting the 1960s
the
like
60s
Yeah,
aesthetic.
I like that. It's kind of cool.
Great. And I
And
think it added so much to the world. I think I prefer it over the MCU
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
It looks so much cooler.
And another thing is that I think by making it in another universe, the whole Galactus thing like
Adds
you
stakes.
actually feel like that universe might end.
I
You
thought
know
the
there's
world
no
was
other
gonna. I thought
heroes.
they were gonna lose and they were gonna have to go to the normal MCU world. But I was actually happy to see them win.
Yeah.
And also Galactus. It took a lot to stop Galactus. It took Reed trying to move the whole planet. It took Reed after that couldn't work. It took Reed trying to move Galactus, but that didn't work exactly to plan. So then Sue Storm had to use all of her power, which killed her, just to move Galactus, which
Yeah.
is crazy. Really shows how strong he is.
And then Silver Surfer
Silver
delivers
Surfer
the
was cool.
final blow. I actually kind of like because I don't know. I was like fine with her being like a lady, but I know some people weren't. But I don't really care, and I really like how they did her. and I liked her and Johnny. I wish we got to see more of that.
Yeah,
but
that was great.
Yeah,
like
I also
Johnny
feel like
Space
her
and
turn
Johnny
to
Space.
being good was way better done in this film than the 2007.
Yeah.
Because Silver Surfer in 2007 turns to good, but that's after just talking to Sue Storm. After this, Johnny finds all the messages in space and then shows her that her world that she gave up herself to Harold Galactus is thankful, but also it's all the messages that all the worlds that she led Galactus to, all their like final messages and all their cries for help. It would actually make it believable that she tried helping to stop Galactus.
Yeah, that whole thing with where he played it on all the screens in the city was cool.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
And I like how you thought that Johnny was gonna take one for the team.
Yeah, I really thought.
I
that was gonna
genuinely
happen.
thought
I
he was
thought it
gonna
was
go
gonna
to the
happen.
negative zone. Or
I thought
whatever.
so,
Yeah.
too.
It's just space. It's
Oh,
not the negative.
black
No,
hole.
it's like a super. It's like a
Yeah, I
black
thought he was gonna.
it's a
I thought they were
portal
gonna
to
do the
space.
future.
It's like
I thought they were
it's like
gonna do
at
the
the
Future
end-
Foundation. Honestly.
They
Where-
did have the Future Foundation. It
Yeah,
was
I
like
know,
the
but I thought they
UN.
were gonna do the team without Johnny.
Oh yeah,
I thought
yeah.
that's what were gonna
You're right.
happen. I wouldn't have been surprised if they did that.
I would have been mad because Johnny was my favorite.
I know, but I wouldn't have been surprised because I could have genuinely saw that happening.
That was really surprising though. I really thought that he was gonna go.
Me too.
Yeah.
I also have to say I like the villains that they mention and some villains that they
Yeah.
show. I like the sequence in the very beginning of the movie where it's like they're on a show, reality show, and they're like talking about like giving an introduction, which is a good way to show the
Wait, that
Fantastic
was-
Four and introduce them.
Yeah.
Also, like talking about how they defeated a bunch of villains, saving people, showing them using their powers for good, like defeating Red Ghost and Mole Man.
I feel like that's a part of the problem. They cut so much out.
Yeah,
of this
Oh
movie
yeah, there was a lot of cutscenes.
like a month before it came out. I don't think they should have cut Red Ghost actually from it. He probably should have been there. I feel like it would kind of make the first act a little more bloated, but I feel like you don't get a big enough grip of this world. Like they
Yeah.
do a great job of showing it. I feel like they just could have.
I feel like they could have done more.
Yeah.
There could have definitely been more, and I would have been happy if it was
'Cause
longer.
It was
I felt like it
only
was a little short.
an hour 55 minutes, I think.
Yeah, I would have been fine watching it
Also-
for another 30 minutes.
Probably my biggest problem is that there's not enough Thing in this movie.
Oh yeah, Thing
Oh,
was
yeah.
sidelined a little bit, but I feel like he's gonna have a lot more to do in
Yeah.
future movies.
Yeah.
Like he's my favorite Fantastic Four member, and I feel like
They all had their big moments. It's just that the
Yeah,
Thing was
I
kind
feel
of
like he
sidelined a little bit.
yeah,
They cut.
he just doesn't get enough.
I know that they cut a lot of scenes with him. Like, there's a trailer that came out a few days before the movie came out, and then if you look at the trailer, yeah, he's with a dog, and then it's not
Oh,
in the
yeah,
movie.
yeah, yeah.
So-
Also, there was that scene with the girl picking up the Diamond Select thing, but that
Yeah.
wasn't also in the Diamond Select toy. Remember that from
Yeah,
one
that
of
was
the
just a
first
part of
trailers?
That was just a part of the teaser.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like there was a lot of that shows like a bunch of stuff, a couple of the things that were definitely cut out.
Yeah,
But I feel like most of the
Malkovich
stuff
wasn't
they
even in
removed
it.
was just like.
I feel like that could have been in it, but
But I feel
then
like
again,
they should have kept John Malkovich as Red Ghost.
yeah, I feel like he would have done a lot.
Yeah.
I wonder what he would have done though.
Been in the first. I think they confirmed he'd be in like that first montage, and
I feel like they
instead
would
of
have done the
just
sequence where
re-kicking it.
refighting that ape. I feel like they would
That
have
would've
sent
been
that out
part
to
of
be
it.
a full thing instead of just
Yeah,
like
that's what I thought.
yeah.
I feel like maybe some of I don't know. It was a really good movie, but I felt like something was kind of missing. Like I don't know. I felt just like something could have been there that probably was there, but it wasn't.
I feel like what they are probably going to definitely dive into later, but they didn't dive enough into, is probably the Thing being like sad about being a rock. He does make the
Yeah.
best of it, which I feel goes good in this 60s like environment and this like happy-go-lucky like environment, I'd say.
World,
But
'cause
I
they
feel like
saved the
they
world
only
so many
slightly dive into it with him not really having the courage to talk to the teacher and stuff. To like the before the world's about to end or
That's
he
a-
thinks.
That's
Yeah.
a whole new character too. His
Yeah.
girlfriend isn't usually like.
His girlfriend's blind.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. His girlfriend's.
And they also didn't do the wife leaving him, like his wife originally.
Yeah.
I don't really like that part of the original movie. It's kind of boring. But I like how they make him actually seem like a hero in this movie.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
They just in the original Fantastic Four movies, like the 2005 and 2007, they don't give him enough to like stuff to do. I feel like everything focuses on Reed and Sue in those movies and Johnny, and Ben don't get like anything to do.
I have to say, one of the aspects in this movie I think they completely nailed was the celebrity aspect of the Fantastic Four
Yeah.
being celebrities. The game show, or well, not the game show, the talk show.
Yeah.
There was also a sequence where the Thing was going to be on a love show, right?
Oh yeah,
That's a,
yeah,
like
that was
a
a deleted scene.
love show, and that was going to be fun. They completely nailed the celebrityism in this, and I feel like that's a complete real part of the Fantastic Four and their characters. So I feel like nailing that is great for the movie.
Yeah.
So what do we think about the post-credit scene?
Post-credit scene was
post-credit scene
great.
was cool.
I feel like we
That
could have had a little bit more of Dr. Doom.
I don't think
No,
so.
no, I
it
think that was perfect.
I
how
feel like
it
we
was.
could have heard his voice, but then again, I could see
No,
them saving.
not
it.
even hearing.
Was
his
it
voice.
confirmed that RDJ was on
Yes,
set?
they
Yeah,
did. Because
which
it
is
was
cool.
filmed. It was filmed on the set of Doomsday, directed by the Russo brothers. I know that.
I do have to say his mask looks really nice. I have to say, I like it.
It does look cool.
Yeah.
The only thing is that like I don't know how we got there, cause like
You can hear the portal noise
Oh, yeah.
before.
cause that's the thing. Is he in that universe?
They haven't
Yeah, he's in
confirmed yes or no yet.
Okay.
I know
Oh, yeah.
they haven't.
Because I know that there was this scene where it shows the
Latvian
Yeah,
seat
Latvian.
at the.
It's
Oh,
not
that
right.
was cool. I
I
like
think
that.
That was a nice seat. I
I like
completely
that.
lost my mind when I saw that. I went.
That was
"Ooh."
cool to see.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Okay, so what do we think of the final post-credit scene, which is literally just like Herbie at the. By the way, Herbie was great. Love Herbie.
Yeah. What was the last one?
Oh, the last post-credit scene was literally like a television
Yeah.
spot for
Oh,
the Fantastic
yeah,
He
Four.
didn't see it.
I didn't see it
I know
either.
that.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty cool. I
Yeah,
said it was
it
a cool nod.
but not like
Yeah.
Not worth
Yeah.
staying for the.
Yeah.
Not worth saying. I mean, I did, but I didn't know it was that. So
Yeah.
I would have probably
I
said
did
it anyways.
and I just stayed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. Even the little things were cool. Like the thing having a beard. I thought that was kind
Oh,
of
that was
fun.
Oh, yeah.
That was
I
kind of
didn't
funny.
know the
Especially
thing-
like when he was shaving and like the power goes out and he's like,
Yeah. What was he using? He was using
It was like a grinder.
Oh yeah, that's
That was
pretty
kind
cool.
of cool.
I
And
thought that
then
was a nice detail.
I like that scene where it's like Reed in the classroom with the kids and he's like,
Yeah.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was pretty cool. I like that.
It just shows how great they are. And I'm a little, I don't know how to say this. I was a little sad when I didn't
Oh.
hear the thing. I mean, not the
You're
thing. The Human Torch say "Flame on." I was expecting that. Like
Did he
Yeah.
not?
No, I don't
he
think
didn't
did.
say that once. The
Really?
whole
I didn't know
movie.
that.
I feel like they're definitely gonna do that in Doomsday when maybe like he meets like a different Human Torch.
The other one. The other one's dead.
The
Yeah, he
other
was
one.
dead.
Yeah, they could be.
That's
Michael-
wait,
Michael
B.
Jordan, Michael B. Jordan?
Michael Jordan.
Wait,
Michael
that's-
Jordan. Michael Jordan. That's the Human
That's
Torch.
that's another thing. The Thing. What do you guys think about that? The Thing not saying like it's club.
He
or
does
anything.
does
say it though.
No, he
bro.
does.
It takes him a lot. To say
No,
that.
I'm
Well, it's
saying no.
because
Let
he
me finish.
explains.
Let me finish.
Well,
He
it's like
doesn't
it's a
like
nice
it.
gag between him and Johnny.
Yeah,
Johnny's
yeah.
teasing him like brothers. Like
Yeah,
they
I
would
get it,
do
but,
that.
like, they
And
do
I
that.
thought that was a good part. Okay, so I saw this on the internet too. I saw that it'd be funny to see the Fantastic Four react to the MCU timeline and how like messed up and unsafe and how much
What?
weird crap
What?
happens in there, or the
Oh,
MCU
no,
like
yeah, I know.
world. Because
Because
you
they-
know how many
'cause they're-
crazy events happen in New
It's
York,
like they're so
and
good
their
at
like
job.
world is super safe and they completely like
Yeah.
they take care of it super well. Like the MCU is like crazy with like it
Yeah,
being
yeah,
attacked
I
by
know
alien
what you
invasion.
mean.
I feel like the Fantastic Four's reaction to that would be kind of funny, especially with like all the stuff happening and like how divided the world is and how much like
Yeah.
weird crap is happening in the MCU, like alien invasions, time travel, like
I have a
New
feeling
York
they
going
have all
into
that
complete
stuff,
darkness.
though. You're right. That.
like I don't even know what the Fantastic
Oh,
Four
yeah,
think
that-
about that.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see them in Doomsday. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Definitely.
cool.
And to see Doctor Doom.
oh
A real look at Doctor Doom.
yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what RDJ does with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to see if that plays into his character or not, if he's Tony Stark or something.
Thank you guys for checking out this video. If you liked it, drop a like, subscribe, do whatever, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.